posted in accordance with law. At this time, I believe we have Mr. Morales, is that correct?
See me? I'm a small business owner in Ranger. My name is Joseph Morales. I'm a Rapstar US here in Ranger. Been here a little over 2 years now. And I've had a small issue. It's really not a small issue, I guess, with water pressure. And it's come also to my attention that there are other business owners, small business owners, and citizens that have had water pressure and even location of the water meter being a problem. I have the Texas Administrative Code on location of water meters, how they should be able to be accessed, and responsibilities posted as the citizen as well as the utility provider, which is the City of Ranger. Happy to give this to any council member who needs to see it. I've discussed this in the past over a year ago about having a problem with our meter being over 250 feet away from our building. And we've had instances where we've had ruptures, had no idea that the problems existed. I have extremely low water pressure. The problem is even the access area, which is supposed to be an alley, is inaccessible. People are having, the city has to cut through private property to access these meters. Okay? That's not acceptable. If I was the landowner and they decided, hey, we're going to quarter off that area, you have no right to go to there. So this is happening all over the city. I also, and again, the code clearly states that the location of the meter should be on the end consumer's property line or mutual area that it's agreed upon, not just strictly where, hey, it's over here, we know it's an inconvenience, we know you can't access it, we know we can't access it unless we just deliberately go over these people's property, which we do regularly. That's not right. You know, we're concerned about water too. I don't want to have a leak being part of the city's water leak problem. And it's kind of hard to know that I have a problem when it's over 250 foot behind my shop and you can't see it. Now, I do appreciate the crews that work, that help find the leaks, that have notified me, hey, Joe, there's a problem. I love that. That's awesome. But it's also my responsibility to see, hey, look, I got a problem, I need to fix this. And not know a day or two or a weekend later. You know, I want to be a good citizen. I'm asking for a little bit of help. And I think a lot of companies are asking for the same help. You have a new company that's having the same problem. They want the meter way far away from his location. And yet, there's access to water in the very front of this building. People just don't want to do the work or something. I don't know what it is. And I know you're not required to respond, but that's my concern. And I'm happy to bring this up formally if necessary. I have brought it up to the city in the past. Thank you.
Thank you. Agenda item number 3, announcements from City Council and staff. Comments may be made by council or staff. No action taken on the following topics without specific notice. Those items include expressions of thanks, congratulations, or condolence, information
store, liquor store / truck stop, truck wash behind it is in the process of opening a restaurant. It'll have Indian food and some of the hamburgers and stuff. They're in the process of getting their electrical and plumbing and stuff done, so they'll be opening up shortly. And the Mexican restaurant across the street from Shooters, or from Cowboy Spirits, is got the electricity on, working on getting their water on, and moving forward to hopefully opening up shortly.
Because their home was destroyed and now they're not here, so you lost that customer. So So that's why we give them a longer deadline to file those. There are several ways to apply. There is in Eastland County, I think it's Colquitt Park. There is a disaster recovery center. As far as my knowledge, it's supposed to close on Wednesday, but they had to shut it down one day Saturday because it ain't going out at that park. So they may extend it to Thursday. I'm not sure, but it's open from 7 to 7 in the morning to 7 p.m. They can go there. There's SBA and FEMA there. They can fill out both those applications. It doesn't cost for either one to get there. Now, like I say, our loans are 15 to 30 years to pay back. The benefit of this loan is we're here for the long-term recovery. There is no interest for the first 12 months on these loans. There's no payment until the 12 months after they receive the initial proceeds. So if somebody was to have applied and been approved, receive their loan proceeds today, that payment will not be due until this date next year. That being said, there's no prepayment penalty. So if somebody was to be approved for a loan and wanted to pay it off, okay, so the money will pay it off before those 12 months, there's no penalty. Go ahead and pay it off. They can take some or none of the loan. They're under no obligation to take the loan if they're approved for it. I always say it's better to have the resources and not need them than to need them and can't get them because the deadline has passed you by. They can apply at that center, the ERC, or they can apply online at sba.gov/disaster. There is an 800 number that you can call once they get in the system if they want to check their status, and that is 1-800-659-2955. Any loans over $25,000, they do ask for collateral. So if you have real estate, they like for them to use the real estate. But that being said, just because somebody doesn't have collateral, that does not mean they won't be approved for a loan. They just like to pledge it if they have it. We come out and we cover the damage. We cover the gap between the uninsured and the underinsured. So I've been asked, what if I didn't have insurance before this disaster came somehow tomorrow? That doesn't matter. You can still be approved for a loan. However, if you are approved, there's to be approved, you have actually 3 things. One is to have credit history satisfactory, SBA. Because our loans come directly from the federal government, there's no bank involved. So someone can have a credit score that was 575 to 580 and then they still get approved. The second thing that we ask is that they have the ability to repay this loan. So somebody can have excellent credit, can stretch another payment out of their monthly income. That's a reason to be denied. And the third thing we ask is that they obtain and maintain any type of insurance that is required. So if a homeowner, you're going to have homeowner's insurance. If you're now considered to be in a flood zone, they're going to require you to get flood insurance. We cannot duplicate benefits from any agency. So if someone had $100,000 worth of damage, and they said, okay, we're going to give you $10,000. And then they had an insurance claim, and their insurance claim said, we're going to give you approved $30,000. SBA can loan them the difference of that $60,000. However, they can apply and be approved for the total amount before an insurance claim comes through. Unlike other agencies, you don't have to wait for your insurance claim to come through to have insurance. You can apply and be approved, but just by signing the loan documents, you're pledging to pay SBA back the difference once that loan comes through. So you do not have to wait. You can take one of these loans and use it to pay your insurance bill if you're approved. Now, it's a homeowners are qualified for, the mitigation and all that. You cannot, so do businesses, so they cannot get a mitigation loan if they don't have a home. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, I just want to get a loan to build back my home back and strong if you didn't have physical damage to your home. You have to have one, or you have to have both in order to get, mitigation purposes. I always tell people, there is a way. A lot of people say, I don't want to lean on my home. There is a way around it. If they take $24,999, that $1 makes a difference. It is not $25,000, so there is no lien on your home. All this other business, there's a way to get almost $50,000 without a lien. If they take the $24.99 on that physical loan and the $24.99 on that economic and disaster loan, that's almost $50,000 without a lien in place on that business. I want to make sure I'm covering everything. Yes, let me tell you this. I said your primary, a homeowner's primary residence, that's what we cover. However, there is a way to get that secondary home in. If somebody owns a second home and it is a rental property, that is considered a business. So a landlord is a business, and if that second home was had received damage, they can apply on the business side. And you can have damage to both your home, your primary home and your rental property, and you can apply for 2 different types of loans. So they both will be covered under our resources that we offer. I want to make sure I'm giving out all the information. I want to make sure everybody understands. And I need you guys, I'm out speaking because I need you to help me get this information out to the public and make sure everybody needs this information, gets it. I have business cards available to answer any questions. Even if I'm not here because I am going out on vacation on Thursday, you can call my number and I will get back in touch with you and let you know, okay, this is what you need to do, or this is what this person needs to follow to do to take care of everything that we can take care of. Any questions? Did I go too fast? Like I said, it was a lot of information, but I want to make sure everybody knew what was available out here for them. Like I say, there is several different divisions of SBA. We are SBA disaster, so we do give them 12 months, no interest, and no payment until 12 months. Any questions? All right, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. Agenda item number 6, discuss, consider approval to close Rush Street and Walnut Street October 17, 2024 for a street dance. Amy,
So I just want to, I grew up here years ago and we used to always have street dances out on park roads, and I am just wanting to do some things to bring the community together and have some events and get people together, working together. And so on the 17th, I'd like to have a street dance. I will go to all of the, I've already gone to several of the property owners that are around there, but I'll make sure that I have approval to use the property. If I don't have that permission, then we will rope it off so that that part's not affected, and just keep it in the streets and have a good time. Doing things like a pumpkin carving contest, a chili cook-off, just different events throughout the day, and then ending with like some music and dancing out in the streets. And I'll make sure that gets picked up and cleaned up too.
what is the time limit?
So I'm thinking probably starting around mid-afternoon, like around 12 o'clock in the afternoon to about midnight, and just having like a list of events so that if somebody wants to come and, you know, do participate in part of it, but not all of it, they'll know what time to come and what time everything's happening.
Just want to clarify, Rusk from Main Street to the corner of the clinic, and the corner of the clinic on Walnut to Commerce Street.
Correct.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to allow this.
Okay, we have a motion,
I'll second.
we have a second, any discussion? All approved?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Item agenda number 7, discuss, consider approval for free use of the community center 2 nights per month. Ms. Amy.
Yes, thank you. So again, I'm just trying to create a sense of community and get people together. So I would like to have 2 free nights, like the second Friday and the second Saturday of the month available to use the community center for free. The first Friday night would be for a date night where people get together, playing cards, dominoes. I have done a post on Facebook. There seems to be a good amount of interest in getting together to do this and just having something for everyone of all ages. And then the second night would be for people to get together and playing music and again coming together and just try to get different things for different people of different ages and different interests.
So what are the current rates on the, oh, sorry, what are the current rates on the community center?
All days $100, 4 hours is $50.
And is that, we have that insured, or is there a deposit on top of that?
There is a deposit, $75 deposit. Oh, I'm sorry, it's $100.
$100 deposit? Yeah.
Regardless of the hours used.
Would this be signed out under a community club name or your name personally?
I can do it personally if I need to.
not just collect like a $5 donation from each of your people, or if there's enough community turnout, we can reevaluate this monthly.
Well, can we do more than, 1 month to begin with? Because if we do it the second month, then that means that's gonna start this Friday and Saturday. And I think we will have some this month, and I think the next one will be even bigger. And that's when we would have a better idea of what the turnout's gonna be.
Yeah, that's when you do like a $5 donation, because I don't want to get into the favoritism thing. I'm all for waiving it initially, but to have it over and over again, I think it does set.
So it's a precedent.
Yeah, because then it's like a city endorsed event, and then I'm all for waiving it once to see how it goes.
Yeah, well, we really need a community center anyway. So if we have more and more people wanting to do community events, then that would only benefit us all. I would love to have something going on a weekly basis for the entire community. Something for the senior citizens, something for the kids. The more we have, the better it's going to be for the entire city.
I don't have to disagree with any of that.
No,
I just don't. The precedent is that.
I understand that. So what do you think because there were other places that I could go, but I came to the city first because if you work with this, then it shows the community that you are trying to work with them and that they're getting, as you well know, there's a rift here, right? And so I'm trying to bridge that. And so if they see that you are working, then maybe it will help bridge that gap a little bit is what I'm trying to. If that's why I came here before I went to the task force for the historical society or some of the other places. So even if it's at a discount.
We would look at 2 months to get it going and then evaluate beyond that at that time.
Listen, I started out my discussion with, I would like to see it happen, but I also know if the next community group comes and says we would like it, or this community group comes, it's like we wouldn't, I guess you draw a line when it creates a problem. But
Because we're advocating for all the citizens here, not just one group.
so you're okay with
I guess I need to explain.
no, I understand what you're saying. Which side are you? Do you want to waive the fee or not?
Well, I mean, I don't mind for one time to see how it goes, but I mean,
So that's what I'm trying to figure. I sensed opposition from the council for going longer. That's why.
no, my whole problem is the setting the precedent.
And I think that's gonna get
Because
us
we
in
can't
trouble.
tell an individual
Down the road.
that we can waive the fee for them.
So again, I'm a little confused on where you guys stand. So are y'all against my motion to waive it at all? Because I'm trying to bridge I sense the council's opposed to it. I'm trying to bridge the gap between the two.
I tell you what, I will pay your first rental of $100 for one day. And let's do it that way, waive the deposit, and then
I don't.
hopefully we can come
I,
up with another night and see how it goes. We can check with the attorneys, see what the precedence is, because I just really think it will come back on us in ways that we just aren't even thinking of.
I am against waiving the deposit. I don't want to get any kind of precedent set of waiving the sake of the deposit.
I'll put it.
Okay,
It's not about not wanting to bridge between the council and the citizens. It's not about that. It's just setting a precedence. We represent all the citizens, and I
good time without any drama. Because if you never have that, the chances of you having it again, even if you approve this, is probably pretty slim.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, sir.
What we're talking about is just the citizens part deal. Not a birthday party, not an anniversary, not this private event. This is a city event that will bring people into Ranger, which we really need to. And y'all know, we went Sunday evening to play music over at Eastland, right by the courthouse, the theater. The city has given them a grant to pay for everything that they do. We don't have to pay 1 cent to go in, play music, eat, whatever they want to do. And Ranger, why can't Ranger do that? It's not going to kill Ranger. Y'all blow that much money on one gas tank of running around doing nothing. It'll be it. That's $50 and $100. We're Ranger people. We cannot afford $100 deposit, $50 rent, and over 4 hours, another $100. We can't afford that. And all I'm saying is, if we're going to spend our money to advertise, try to get people to come in, we can't depend on one night, 1 month. We want 1 year, and y'all drop all the dues, all the charges and stuff, and let us have our thing, and if we end up causing a problem, that's when we back out. There'll be no alcohol, no drinking, no smoking, period. And we'll be controlled. And games is fine. That's what they want. We want Saturday nights for just having people come in for music. We got people from Webford, Sean, Eastland, Cisco, even Ranger people who want to come play. And it's all it is just people get together and enjoying themselves and having fun. That's what we did over from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And everybody had a great time. And even them people that were sponsoring that said that they would come and help us sponsor us. That's all I'm thank you.
So let's not have
Well,
that's your motion or
Amy, on May 3rd, you sent me a message and said the city needs to stop giving away its assets and focus on bringing in money. And now you're asking us to give away our asset 2 nights a month without a deposit, and he's demanding 12 months, or he's not going to do it at all. You know, when I started mowing the airfield, I was giving something in return for being able to use it. And I made a motion to give it to you for a month with no charge.
I'm not asking about for no deposit. I'll put up a deposit every week if I need to. I mean, I'm gonna make sure that it's taken care of and I get my deposit back. So we can just switch that $100 bill back and forth as many times as you feel we need to. I'm just trying to help you guys look like the good guys to the public and to get people together having a good time.
Well, she said she would pay the first month, and I'll pay the second, so we look like the good guys. And you guys cover the deposit, and we'll come back and revisit this in 2 months.
That's fair.
It's fair that I pay for it. I'll let it go. Okay. My motion
Well, I
is to.
don't know that you would give.
I'm not in town, did you?
Yeah.
what is your motion, Drew?
My motion is to allow them to use it for 2 months, and we revisit it in 2 months. And all fees are going to be paid. We don't even have to discuss fees in the
So
motion.
they pay the first night.
First
I
night.
didn't say a month, that's $400.
Well, I'm going to use my $10.
Well, it's only 1 weekend per month.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So that's 2.
I thought you were
That's
doing it
$200.
weekly.
No, it's
Okay.
yeah. So we're only asking for 1 weekend per month
Okay, got
as it is. I mean, ideally we could have 6 months because, as we know in Ranger, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to get out and really start.
So, well, hold on. Are we talking
the music will not go on. If we have-
Excuse me, we have a motion on the
Well,
floor.
I don't care.
No.
I
Sir,
rescind my motion.
sir,
I rescind my motion.
okay.
Can we do one night for game night, and they can do whatever they want with their music? Because there are many people, I had at least 15, 20 people who would love to come out and play dominoes and cards, Scrabble, whatever games, just to get them out of the house and socializing and having a good time.
Do I have another motion on the floor?
I have a motion to allow Wendy's group to use it for game night. And if she doesn't get, just get with us later on the payment for it. I'll cover one night. So we're doing, my motion is for 2 months.
And we're also, I'm sorry, but we're also only talking in the evenings, we're not talking about a full day here, so
Yeah.
it would either be a
We
full
got a
day.
motion on the floor.
Yeah, my motion is to allow Amy Baker to use the community center for the game night, 1 night a month, initially for 2 months.
Friday nights. Friday
Saturday night,
nights.
one Friday.
Saturday.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and I have a second. Then we've already, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Thank you.
It's supposed to be at 6.
Okay,
It's 6:06.
okay, we are going to move on. We're going to skip item agenda number 8 and go to item agenda number 10 and 9. Let's skip 9. We're going to convene an executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.074 to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, or dismissal of a public officer or employee. So, what time?
7.
Now, we're gonna just do these all in order, so we don't have to come back
Yes,
out,
we're
right?
going, let me go ahead and read those, because we're gonna stay in executive session. Agenda item 12, discuss, consider, convening an executive session pursuant to section 551.071 Texas Government Code and section 1.05 Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct, scope of legal counsel regarding personnel complaints. And then agenda item 14, discuss, consider, convening to executive session pursuant to section 551.087 Texas Government Code and section 1.05 Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct regarding economic incentives for a company that seeks to locate in the city.